Mighty Wooden Railway Adventures, Episode 6, Season 3, Episode 21 in my whole series, The Bucking Bronco and the Express. Skarloey was the first engine to work on his railway, the Skarloey Railway. That's why he's number 1. But his wheels and cab were built horribly. So whenever he moves, he always looks like he's waddling. A lot of other engines tease him, especially Duncan, even though he's much wiser now. Should I call you Duck now? Duncan asked. Or maybe a goose, he laughed. Oh, I'll show you, said Skarloey as he moved off. Then he met Edward. How do you deal with all this teasing? He asked. Oh, just ignore it. I remember all the times James called me old scrap iron, and then that time Gordon called me pathetic. Edward said, just ignore them, and I have to pull a train now, Edward said as he puffed off. One day, then Sir Topham Hatt told Skarloey that he wanted to see how Skarloey ran, and then he went into the cab. All right, sir, but I warn you, said Skarloey, and then he puffed off. But then suddenly his waddling started, and then he waddled all the way. What's all this? Sir Topham Hatt cried. But then suddenly a huge gust of wind came, and then Skarloey almost tipped over, and Sir Topham Hatt flew off the tracks. Ah! Skarloey cried, and then he stopped. Skarloey? Uh-oh. Soon they came back to the sheds. Skarloey, how dare you ruin my pants and my top hat, especially my poor top hat. You deserve a while in the sheds until you realize what hard work means, and you need to learn how to not bump people. All right, said Skarloey, and he slowly rolled back. Engines these days, said as he walked away. Then Sir Topham Hatt walked up to Edward. What's the matter, sir? Skarloey bumped me off his footplate. Oh, is it because he waddles? What do you mean? I thought he was being extra rough. No, his cab and wheels aren't built properly. Because the people at the steamworks were in a rush because there was a much bigger accident. Oh, really? And I wasn't informed about this? No, I don't think so, sir. I think it was just a secret in between them. I'll have a talk with Victor and a talk with Skarloey to tell him that I'm sorry. You're welcome, sir, for the help, said Edward. Thank you, said Sir Topham Hatt as he walked away. Then Sir Topham Hatt came over to Victor and Kevin. May you please explain me the problem about Skarloey? We're both sorry about the mistake we made. We just thought you might kick us out of the island. It's all right. Next time you should tell me, said Sir Topham Hatt. But then suddenly, they saw Gordon. He shot past. Ah! Help me! He cried as he ran past. Wonder what that was. Probably Gordon was just trying to break his speed record. But suddenly they heard a bell. Help, help, said a worker. Send Edward. Gordon's a runaway. Uh-oh, I gotta go and speak with Edward again. See you guys later, said Sir Topham Hatt as he walked away. Meanwhile, Skarloey was in the sheds when... Skarloey, Rheneas cried. What, Rheneas? I'm being shut up in the sheds. Yeah, I know that. But there's, a surprise guest. And he wants you to pull the train. But I'm shut up in the sheds. I don't want to tell you who it is, but you have to do it. Then our railroad will get a bad reputation, said Reneus, and he quickly shot off. I guess we will go, Skarloey said, and he rolled off to see who it was. When Skarloey rolled up to the station, he was shocked to see the Duke and Duchess. Hello, Skarloey. Oh, the Earl? Mrs. Duchess? You may call me His Grace or Duke, said the Earl. And anyways, we want a grand tour of this little narrow gauge island. Of course, Your Grace. You're a lot like Duke when I visited him. What do you mean? You know Duke. Yeah, I used to work on him on the Mid-Sodor. Yes. And he's always saying His Grace, His Grace, His Grace. Yes, indeed. Well, His Grace unfortunately passed away, but I'm his son. Oh, so yes, I am Duke's Grace. And enough of that, let's have a nice tour. And the two walked inside Skarloey. And Skarloey soon rolled back at the back of the sheds. And the Skarloey showed them Smudger. Hello there, Your Grace. Oh my God, the Grace said as he saw Smudger. Come on, I don't want to stay with Smudger. Hey, why not? I know the story of you. And then they had this nice speed run across the island, across the narrow gauge rails. Oh, faster, 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 the Earl said. Oh no, I prefer slow, the Duchess said. And then Skarloey came up to Edward. Oh, hello there, Skarloey. Weren't you stuck up in your sheds? Yes. But the Duke and Duchess wanted me to take them on a tour personally. And yes, indeed. Also, Sir Topham Hatt said that he wanted to come and say sorry for shouting at you for no reason. But it doesn't look like he came. No, he hasn't, Edward. That's confusing, Edward said. Then suddenly multiple things happened at once. Sir Topham Hatt came running. Edward! Gordon's a runaway. You need to go and chase him. Oh, I'm still sore of Gordon's teasing, but all right. But then suddenly another engine rolled up from behind the tunnel, and then he rolled across here. Do you know where the Great Railway Show is? It starts in a few weeks. And wait, what? Oh, you must be someone from the future Great Railway Show. Just go to Team the Sheds, all right? Come on, Skarloey. I'm so sorry. You may go back to the railway. I'm sorry that I'm speaking fast, but Edward, let's go. All right, Edward cried. Well, that was a strange, said Axel as he puffed off.